Hello, Abraham. Hello, Abraham. I have created this amazing happiness and well-being center.
See, that's what we're talking about there. She did it herself. I have.
Oh, yes, I did. And it's a place where people like remember how to be happy and how to feel good and do it in combination with other people, and they interact, and it's really beautiful. It's amazing.
So in a way, you are creating conditions that they can observe, and then their observation of conditions, you're teaching them conditional alignment. We're just having a little fun. Ha, ha.
I can't create the conditions for them. I just created a place in which they can learn if they want to, or if they don't want to, they don't learn.
Well, the reason that we're playing with both of you a little bit here is because there is still, even though we know that you mostly understand that you do create your own reality, and that everything is based upon attraction, attraction, attraction. So it's really about contouring your thoughts, or maybe an easier way of saying it is contouring your mood so that you are accomplishing and maintaining a vibrational point of attraction that then allows you to see, allows you to receive impulses, allows you to have good timing and happily ever after, happy, pleasant experience. So there is not anything in the world wrong with expressing your appreciation for life in a way that others can observe it, because often others are uplifted by what they witness from you. But it's a big responsibility, one that if we were standing in your physical shoes we would not take, and one that as we are standing in the shoes of your non-physical beings we do not take, where we do not assume the responsibility for your happiness. We just express our own in a way that if you tune into it, you can be on the same vibration of it, and you can then experience not only the benefit of your own happy thoughts, but the benefit of our happy thoughts. Tuning, law of attraction, tuning. That's really what it is all about, isn't it? But in your physical senses, in your physical experience, with your physical senses, you become, you don't mean to, but you are, and then you foster it with one another. You become dependent on what others are doing, how others are feeling, and most of all, how others are feeling about you, which puts you in a very challenging position, because now you are dependent upon what somebody else is doing with their focus, with their alignment, over which you have no control. You can influence it, which is what this is all about that you're talking about. So what is it that you want to talk about relative to your well-being center of influencing well-being? What do you want to talk about?
That's really good, because now I'm in the point that I want to just enjoy life and have this well-being center to work by itself, and just teach by my example of living the best life that I can live.
So does that mean you never go there?
Yes, I want to go there 1 week per month and enjoy it at its best, and the other 3 weeks enjoy life and travel and enjoy my life.
And so are you noticing that for you at least, the entire world is your well-being center?
Yes!
And so don't you want to sort of invite everyone to the whole world's well-being center?
Yes.
So you say, well, I have this little well-being center carved out of the whole world. Come over here and you will find what? What will they find there that they won't find in other places?
Maybe.
Or is it a well-being center for new people who don't understand alignment? So I have a well-being center for those of you who don't understand how to tune in yourself.
Oh.
Actually, we're just poking at you to see what you've got.
Yes.
We want you to tell us about this well-being center. We want you to tell us how your well-being center will positively affect others, because in a sense that's what this gathering is a sort of well-being voyage, a gathering of like-minded beings who are reaching for high-minded thoughts in an environment that is mostly quite conducive to them, except that there are a lot of you in close spaces. Sometimes it's easier to have your well-being when you spread out a little bit.
Yes. Well, for
They're
me,
lowering the lifeboats now.
I want aligned people that want to take care of themselves and they want to.
So your center is more a place of well-being,
Yes.
that attracts those that are already there.
Yes.
For the experience of then expanding and exaggerating and emphasizing the well-being that they already possess.
Yes.
It's not a place where those who haven't found it come and get it. It's a place where those who want it and already have it want to express it with others who want it and already have it.
Yes.
Sounds like law of attraction at its best. Really it does.
Yes.
Really it does. And so
I want to know how to tune to myself and do the best step to reach that path.
well, didn't we already just talk about that?
Yes.
So you've already acknowledged you want law of attraction to do what it does and attract to you who you are. What more is there for you to do other than be who you are? Because there's a tendency, and there's a little bit of it present within you, it almost is present with anyone who's a teacher and a known to be born uplifter. You want to sort of look out into the world and find those who are a little needy and get them in there to help them. And can you feel how all that does is water down your alignment and make your point of attraction be less aligned than it was? And then you find yourself surrounded by people who are pretty needy and pretty dependent.
Yes, and that doesn't work.
So while it seemed a little harsh and we were having a little fun when we say do it yourself, it really is what we are teaching with all of this. In other words, when you understand that you are an extension of source energy and that you have your own personal connection to this powerful source of well-being, and you discover on your own, because it doesn't work for you if others just tell you you've got it, or if others demonstrate to you that they've got it. You've got to find a way to get it too, which means you have to know what that alignment feels like. You have to catch yourself in the act, whether it was deliberate or indeliberate, of being in alignment, and then you have to acknowledge, oh, this is what it feels like. This is what clarity feels like, and I like it for all of these reasons. And this is what happiness feels like, and I like it for all of these reasons. You see, this is really not something that you can force or assert into someone else's experience. It's something that you know, that you understand, that you do your best to be in every waking moment, and till you accomplish the momentum of the steadiness of that state of being. And once you accomplish, and you do very readily accomplish the steadiness of that state of being, that state of alignment, then others are drawn to you like moths to a flame, not because you have something that they need, but because you are liking your vibration, and therefore law of attraction brings you together to celebrate.
Yes.
Yeah. When you start looking for those who need, you always move your vibration into the vibration of need, and then you have nothing for them, because you can't give your energy to someone else. You can only demonstrate your alignment to someone else. Yes?
Yes. I want to open more places like that and have like the whole world impregnated with that. And I know the path to achieve that is to get happier and happier and happier and happier by myself.
Well, now let's talk about this a little bit, because we're moving into a new conversation about law of attraction here. You ready for it? So you understand that you get what you think about. Law of attraction is responding to your vibration. But do you understand that your inner being is a big part of you, and that law of attraction is responding to the vibration of your inner being? Now, since your inner being is aware of you, this is a question for you. Do you believe that the well wishes of your inner being about you are beneficial to you?
Yes.
All right, so we'll ask it again. We just want you to be sure of your answer, and why. Do you believe that the well wishes, that the good intentions, that the loving awareness that your inner being has for you, as your inner being holds you as object of attention, do you believe that those well wishes are of benefit to you?
Yes.
Under what condition?
No condition.
But wait, if Source is adoring you and has always, why have you not always thrived? Because it has never been other than what we have just stated. Source energy is always loving you, adoring you, wishing you well, and holding you as object of attention. So why would anyone ever not thrive? Isn't there another component that is necessary in order for you to be the recipient of the thriving? Don't you have to tune to it? Is it enough? You can make your prayers, you can ask for all you want, but unless you are of the inclination or in the moment of letting it in, then really, is Source powerful enough that Source can assert well-being into your experience when you are vibrationally different from the well-being that is being offered for you? This is an important conversation to have, isn't it? Because there are so many who are using this very subject as the reason for their feeling of inadequacy or not being blessed, as their feeling of unworthiness. If I were really worthy, Source must not be flowing well-being toward me because I'm not the recipient of it. And that is never ever true. You are always the potential recipient of it, but you've got to tune to it. You've got to understand what it is. You've got to understand what it feels like. You've got to learn to hold yourself in the vibrational vicinity, at least of it, in order to know when you are allowing it in and when you are not. You following us? And did you move forward with the understanding? Does receiving feel different to you now than it did before? Are you ever again going to ask someone else to do it for you? Are you? Or are you going to take the glorious, satisfying responsibility of focusing yourself into the stream of well-being that has been flowing to you for a very long time? Now that brings us to the conversation of momentum. The more you allow it, the more you tune to it, then the more you sense it, the more sensitive you are to it, the more you know when you're not letting it in. But this we want you to understand from this point forward. It never goes away. This appreciation of you never goes away. Attention upon you never goes away. You are never under a bushel. You are never in a dark corner. You are never out of the gaze and out of the love and out of the benefit of this energy that creates worlds. It is always flowing to you. And there is a little bit of a problem that you create for yourself when you say you must come to this church to receive it, or to this synagogue to receive it, or to this well-being center to receive it. The well-being is stronger here than it is other places. And we say, no, the well-being is an equal opportunity across the board offering from source energy to all beings. And so you want to ask yourself, well, what is the difference between the thrivers and the sufferers? Why are some letting it in and why are others not letting it in? And we say, that's where you as teachers come in. You come in by expressing your knowledge that you thrive because you choose to and that they can too. And so, yeah. So tell us again. So the reason that we wanted you to look at this bigger picture here is because these well-being centers that you want to spatter across the world, there's a lot of spattering already all across the world. What's going to make yours different? What will make your well-being center one that the participants, those who are drawn to it, why will they benefit as a result of being there with you? What does your center offer?
Because the people that is going to work in there are living by example this happiness and well-being, because they will become mirrors.
But they're there working, you're off running around. You don't even want to be there all the time. You want to just be there occasionally and somewhere else the rest of the time. So how's that working?
Because I'm going to teach them how to do it, because I have done it by myself, and then I will teach the teachers. And like this message that I have learned mostly from you is going to spread in an easy way.
And what is the message?
You decide if you want to be happy or not.
Do they make the decision after they get there?
No, That's a
or
good point.
before they get there.
Before they get there.
And if they've made the decision before they get there, why do they need to come there?
They need to come there because it's a really nice place where they can celebrate the decision that they have made.
Well, there it is.